took the field.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they've had a wild year. Starting the season at number 1, then the bottom falls out, and they're just hoping they can start to climb back toward the top.
Yeah, it's been hard to right the ship. I mean, taking early losses, and then they took on water, and, man, they haven't found a way to really turn it around. Jesse, we know they got a lot of talent. They got to start to figure this out somehow, some way.
They haven't been able to put it together at all, and this is why preseason rankings mean absolutely nothing. They've basically become the laughingstock of college football, tumbling over and over again. You're right. They have got to find a way to stop the bleeding.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this deep.
He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Working that left side now. LSU will get a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. On target. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jamison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Finds a little space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Better get that size Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Illinois.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The give on the inside. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. It reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Coming up, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Holloway. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on 4th.
Fourth down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Dings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll immediately call timeout.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is run.
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this very...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Swing through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cortez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Back to the ground with the running back. Brings him to the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be checked.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Illini! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Snagged out of the air. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for space. It's Cortez. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Reddick. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Rasmussen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
After this, it'll be a wrap. The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit.